Hey, how's it going, guys? Geo here, and
Rexy.
today we got a new series. Instead of the usual wild squads and crazy plays, we actually have a good team.
Yeah, today we're gonna be introducing you guys to a very standard balanced team. And in this series, we're gonna try to introduce everyone to competitive Pokemon. So we'll be using a lot of meta sets and counter meta sets on all of our squads.
Exactly, and because we're trying to do this as an intro series, we figured balance was the best place to start. It's
hmm
not too far towards either spectrum of play, and it's like the easiest to pick up, probably.
Yeah, definitely. And it also has all the tools you need to beat every kind of matchups you'll be faced with.
hmm
Whereas some teams are very weak to stall or hyper offense, balance is like in between. It can handle most teams fairly well as long as you make the correct predictions.
Yes.
All right, so we'll just go ahead and talk about this team a little bit. So I want to start off with the fire, grass, and water core. This is basically Heatran, Ferrothorn, and Starmie, and they do what they do is they cover each other's weaknesses really well. Having fire to alleviate um, the grass weakness and water to alleviate the grass and etc. Right?
Yeah, exactly. They definitely like Pokemon picked the typing for their starters pretty well. How they complement each other very well.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is with like Heatran and Ferrothorn, they're both weak to fighting. So then you got a Psychic type Starmie to further complement their secondary typings.
hmm
And they between those three, you have multiple answers for threats that your opponent might have. So next up
Yeah,
we have Is there
I was gonna
anything
say
else?
the secondary typings of the Ferrothorn Starmie Heatran core are actually a pretty big deal, even though it's a Fire, Water, Grass core, because that's like generally a really good backbone to build a balanced team on. The fact that Ferrothorn and Heatran are Steel types let them switch in on more moves than let's say like Tangrowth or if you run defensive Volcanion for whatever it is, something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and Starmie having that psychic type is definitely a nice complement to the
Yeah.
fighting weakness between Heatran and Ferrothorn.
hmm
So yeah, next up I want to talk about the Landorus and Manectric, the Volturn combo. And basically they're very fast Pokemon that can threaten out your opponent with its super effective attacks. And if they do switch out, you can either use U-turn or Volt Switch to get yourself in a favorable switch in against the new Pokemon that your opponent sent in.
Yeah, exactly. The idea between Volturn is definitely like a threaten and like bait out something that you can counter. Like that's like the overall strategy of this type of team.
And on top of that, we have Stealth Rocks and Spikes on Ferrothorn and Heatran. So that means every time we force switches, your opponent's going to be taking hazards damage. So
Exactly.
once we get up hazards and we force your opponent to switch around, we can get a lot of chip damage in, and that will set us up, really well for a late game sweep with either of our Landorus, Manectric, or Starmie. Because Starmie's other purpose besides rapid spin support is to actually get a late game sweep
hmm
because its base 115 speed is really nice for outspeeding most of the meta game right now.
Yeah. The only things that are really faster than 115 are Torrentee, Weavile, and like Mega Main and Lopunny.
Yeah, and they're definitely easy to wear down with.
Yeah, especially with rocks and spikes.
So anything else you want to say about this?
Did we talk about Terrakion at all?
Yeah, I was about to talk about Terrakion once you.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll just talk about Terrakion right now. So far the team is pretty weak to Stall, because Stall can just sponge any hit and heal up.
Mhm.
So to alleviate our Stall weakness, we have a Choice Banded Terrakion. And what this thing does is it hits really hard, and if you get the correct predictions, you can 2-hit KO everything on Stall.
Yeah.
So Mega Sableye, it gets 2-hit KO by Choice Banded Stone Edge. Skarmory gets 2-hit KO by Close Combat. Chansey gets 2-hit KO by Stone Edge. So everything on Stall, if you get a free switch with Terrakion and a good prediction, you can break Stall apart.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, like I said, you need to make the right predictions, and the choice band definitely makes that like a strict rule. But predicting isn't always as hard as it might seem. Like if you if you play more and more, you kind of understand how like people's minds work, or like what people's initial switch-ins are without even playing the new person you're playing against.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're a new player and you can't get that aspect of it right away, there's definitely a skill aspect to Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is with this team, it's that you'll have all the tools to win most matchups. So you'll never have to be in a position where you feel like you lost a game because of team matchup.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what we're trying to capture right now. It's just to have a solid, balanced team where you'll always have the tools to win, so that it's always about trying to become a better player rather than trying to build a better team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sure teams can be good and bad in Pokemon, but a lot of it is actually really skill dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Like
some of the worst teams, as long as you get like one correct prediction, your opponent's team just falls apart.
Yeah, like look at all of our videos so far. We have very anti-meta teams, and we win with them sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, all the sets on this team are pretty standard, except for our Heatran and Starmie, and maybe a little bit on the Ferrothorn.
Oh, you just switched around the EV numbers.
But yeah, let's talk about them a little bit. So our Heatran is max HP and max speed, and this basically what it does is it beats the other Heatrans that are running the same moves. So Heatran's running Lava Plume, Toxic, Taunt, and Stealth Rocks. You being faster, you can taunt them, and then you can get your Stealth Rocks up while they're forced to switch out.
Yes. And it's also good for like Jolly Bisharp, so they can't just knock you off.
Mm-hmm. And the max speed Mega Scizors running around.
Yes, yeah. That's like been more popular as of late.
Yeah, so this is obviously this team is built with the meta in mind.
Yeah, exactly. Teams definitely can grow old in the sense that the meta changes.
Yeah, so if you're watching this video like a year later,
well, if you're trying to play ORS when Sun and Moon is out, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you need to get with the times. But yeah, I mean, if the meta for whatever reason changes rapidly in a month or so, you know, this team might be outdated.
Yeah, which is that's like kind of a possibility. Because like I don't know, when Metachan popped up, it kind of just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely. And like all these Mega Pinsir builds. Like Mega Pinsir used to be in a BL, and no one like really used it that much. But now it's like a top tier threat in the meta game.
Yeah. Or if Smogon goes crazy and they release like Genesect and Lando I back into OU, then we definitely have to do some rebuilding on teams.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's talk about this Ferrothorn set.
Oh
so,
yeah.
This is a more physically defensive Ferrothorn with Rocky Helmet. So it's kind of like a more of a pivot rather than you know, the traditional Ferrothorn, where you just send it in and try to set up hazards.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know what pivoting means, it's basically you send in your Pokemon to take a hit, and then you double switch. So it's
It's kind of like the opposite of Volter, in the sense that instead of threatening somebody out, you switch in, and they know they can't touch you, so they're probably gonna switch out.
yeah, usually, so if they can't touch you, they'll switch out, and then you switch as well. So you don't actually do anything with this Pokemon. You purely just send it in to take a hit and then switch out.
Mm-hmm.
So
And Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs helps that purpose a lot, because even though you might just be taking a U-turn or something, you still like do, was it 27% to them for free?
yeah, Rocky Helmet is 1/6 plus Iron Barb is 1/8. So you do close to 30% on any physical contact move they use on you. So you keep up momentum and you put a lot more chip damage on them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, finally, let's talk about this Starmie set. So right now in the meta, there's a lot of T-Tars running around, and which basically means that Starmie is not as effective because it gets pursuit trapped.
Yeah.
But with the max attack Life Orb, it lets you it still lets you switch in on Keldeos, which is, you know, a very common Pokemon right now. It still lets you switch in and recover up and threaten it out with Psychic. But also, more importantly, you can 2-hit KO Bandit T-Tar with Skull. So if you predict them to try to pursuit trap you, you can always just 2-hit KO them with Skull.
Yeah, and it has that over, let's say, like Latios, because Latios, I don't think Draco Meteor is a 2-hit KO on T-Tar, right?
No. Yeah, Latios cannot threaten T-Tar.
Yeah.
Unless
also,
they run, like, you know, Surf, and Sand happens to be, like, last turn of Sand, they switch in T-Tar to a Surf. You know. But yeah, generally, Latios can't really threaten T-Tar.
unless it's like Earthquake, I guess.
Yeah, but it's still, like, iffy.
Yeah. But then, I mean, Starmie still has the problem with Scarf Tar.
Mm-hmm.
But Rapid Spin is, I don't know, I generally like Rapid Spin over Defog. I think Ivan does too, because we have Stealth Rock and Spikes on
Yeah,
it.
definitely, because, I mean, especially for this team, because having Spikes, we don't really want to get rid of our own hazards.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely want to run. Yeah, generally when you build teams, when you have both Spikes and Stealth Rock, you don't want to run Defog.
Yeah, and because this team doesn't have like a setup sweeper, we definitely need like more chip damage than a team with one lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team is definitely more about putting pressure with hazards and U-turn volt switches, and then just go for a late game sweep once everything's weakened.
Yeah. Alright. Do you think that's good enough for talking about the team? Maybe we should play.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, let's just hop into games.
Alright, let's see what we got game one. Maybe you should edit this long pause out.
No. It just shows our viewer how high our elo is.
Oh, no, we can't find any competition for us.
Exactly. So they know this is a team that comes straight from the top.
Exactly, and then knocks everyone else down.
All right, so we got a mirror matchup.
Oh, yep, we won this one.
Oh, okay.
Yo, did you watch my live with Jake?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you like how he won game one so convincingly?
Yeah, I was like, my God, this guy's so good. He should start his own channel.
So, we tried doing a best of 5 today, but it was like, I don't know, man. I think he was concentrating too hard. This is like, like the fourth time in a row where he went up 2-1 against me, and then I like came back.
Dude, he should pull the strategy where he times out, almost times out, and then just starts clicking buttons.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best strategy. You gotta fake that you're like a smart, calculating player, and then you just go for the hard reads.
Exactly. It's like you already planned out all the moves like 5 turns ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's when I take the longest time, is normally because I'm trying to plan out like 5-6 moves ahead.
Alright, first game in the bag, easy.
Yeah, easy. You can already see why this team is so good.
Yeah, because we got the double intimidate, so obviously, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started playing Oros as like being not Oros, XY being new to the competitive scene, when I played someone online with Volturn, Lendo, Manectric, I was like double intimidate Volturn. This is broken. Like, and it's pretty good. I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You just switch around and they just do less and less damage.
I want to start Lendo because he's when I start Lendo or Terrakion, and then I can if you start Terrakion and was lead Terrakion for some reason, I could have broken
so
Sash.
one thing to note that you see his intimidate go off first, and we're max speed Scarf, so that means he's also a max speed Scarf.
Yeah.
For those of us that don't know, you know, how intimidate works.
Wait. His one first for you?
His intimidate. Wait.
Oh, our intimidate went first. Man.
Wait, did I mess up?
Yeah. It said the opposing Landers' attack fell. Landers' attack fell.
Oh, okay, my bad. So he could be defensive then.
So the thing is, on his team, it's either this or Terrakion that has rocks, because Terrakion is normally a lead if it has rocks. I'm gonna assume this is his rock.
So this is pretty much defensive Landorus.
So I'm gonna go Ferrothorn. Hopefully he tries to stealth rock turn 1. If he goes right to Zard, I'm fucked. Alright. And then this was like a Zard Y build, right?
It looks like Zar, yeah. It could be either, because he does have Pursuit Bisharp for the Lotties.
Yeah, I was also thinking he has like a Fire Water Grass offensive core.
It could also be Zar X though.
That's true. I was just thinking about doubling a Manectric, but that's dumb if he U-turns.
Yeah, if you like... Yeah, or like, because if he U-turns, then Manectric takes chip damage for no reason.
So I guess Leech Seed's the play?
If he like U-turns into Zar Y,
Yeah.
Leech Seed can be pretty good, because then you can like stall him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But like Spikes is also really helpful against this team.
That's true. Alright, let's go with Spikes for now. And then,
Yeah, this is a huge threat. But the thing
Yeah.
is, Terrakion can take one Fire Blast, and then, you know, threaten it out with the Stone Edge. But
yeah,
we don't know what Charizard it is right now.
That's true.
Because if he's X and he goes for a Dragon Dance, then Terrakion just gets OHKO'd.
I think Terrakion's the best play. Because we have Lenders to deal with Zardex.
Alright, so he is the X. So
Yes.
Stone Edge does about like 30 to 40% on defensive Lando.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Because my other play is,
It's just doubling.
yeah, to like, I guess, Starmie. But
I mean, doubling to Starmie on his Lando is a great play if you get it right.
I mean, I don't think there's any way he's not going. And then we can just call something.
Yeah, and it's a roll to kill the defensive Lando.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it's a roll to cut this short. I was like, that was not a roll. So that's like AV damage, right?
Is it? I mean, you have to calculate. Oh yeah, one thing, if you're new to Pokemon, calcing is definitely
Yeah, because
really good.
you'll definitely run into sets that you're not expecting.
Yeah, and when you when you calc enough, you'll know the damages, like by heart if they
Yeah,
happen all the time, and then eventually you'll just know these damages, and it can help you like plan a couple turns ahead.
yeah, especially if you use like the same team and the same few mons over and over again. Um, yeah, it'll definitely help you learn like, well, Keldeo did 30% to this, so it's like this type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And then my best play here is
Do you want to Skull for damage or Rapid Spin?
I think damage is my best.
Alright.
Because Rapid Spin doesn't really bother this team too.
I mean, we are running a Volturn core. I mean, not, yeah, but like, just having hazards off is really helpful for like preserving our health on all our Pokemon.
Yeah, but at this point in the game, Manectric kinda wins. Starmie dies. Lando T needs what? Like
Just a
to
little
not
bit
get
of
leftovers.
damage.
Yeah. Surf doesn't die to flamethrower at 100, but like I have U-turn, like Scarf U-turn to deal with that.
Yeah.
And Ferrothorn can live like any hit and kill, like get damage off.
We're definitely, especially with the spikes up, like if it's Focus Sash Terrakion, it's
Yeah, so
Sash is broken.
So because of all of this, I'm thinking I'm gonna go Terrakion to get damage off on Lander's T if he wants to make that play, or I can just hit the Charizard.
Yeah, do you want to go for close combat?
Yeah, I think that's the safest play
Yeah.
because it puts Landorus in the necessary range anyway. Damn, that's just so much. Dude, the Terrakion's like that.
Yeah, I told you, it's a really underrated Pokemon right now.
Holy crap. It mattered a lot.
It totally mattered, dude.
So the only thing I'm really fearing right now, so to speak, is Scarf Terrakion, but it's not really a threat because of our Landorus.
Yeah, between Landorus and Ferrothorn, we can take on Scarf Lando. I mean, Scarf Terrakion.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the spikes is really helping, because Zar is limited to 2 more switch-ins. So obviously, after 1 more switch-in, he can't switch it right back in.
I'm just gonna go to U-turn in case he switches out. I can get like damage on something over going Ferrothorn right away. Because if it's Ferrothorn, I don't know. I can just keep travel blowing Ferrothorn. This is just
I mean,
like,
I think
faster.
Heatran is super safe against Superior, so you can always just U-turn into Heatran.
Yeah, that's true too. Unless it's like Leech Seed or something.
Yeah, sub Leech Seed. Or HP Ground. Those sets are terrifying.
HP Ground. Yeah. Dude, there was a time where I ran that. Back when I was a young warthog.
Because, it doesn't get walled by Ferrothorn at all,
Exactly. I think Ferrothorn wasn't that popular when Superior got contrary. I don't remember. Wait, he's lefties, right? Yeah. So here, I think it's safest for me to taunt on the possible Zard switching, because I really don't want him to roost up. And then it stops Superior from like leech seeding. Alright. That's fine too. I can go to Ferrothorn and just spam spikes.
Ferrothorns are a pretty safe switch-in.
Yeah, in general. Because Starmie's not on HP 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you get a kill here if you predict correctly. Everything's weakened to the point where Gyro Ball kills, and obviously if he stays in, Power Whip kills.
Yeah.
So if you predict correctly here, you pick up a kill.
I think I want a Gyro Ball just because I really don't want Zard coming in for free.
Okay.
And if you go Zard here, I'm just gonna go hard Lando.
I mean, on the Giant Dance or Roost?
Oh, he's probably roosting if he has it. If not, he has to Flare Blitz my Landorus. Alright.
Landorus is a safe switch here, I think.
I think so too, right?
Yeah.
Stone Edge. I don't think Scarf Stone Edge 2 kills after Intimidate. That's 25.
So yeah, I think you just click Earthquake, it kills this whole team.
Mm-hmm.
I like how we
solid game one.
I like how we use Manechik.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the threat of Manechik winning the game is what won us the game.
Alright. Zarax is like the biggest
Do
threat
you
to our
think
team.
is he Scarf? Like, what's he doing?
I think he might be Scarf. That's why he swapped it out to bring it back in. I mean, say he goes for Stone Edge here, I think Ferrothorn is an easy switch.
Yeah, I was thinking Ferrothorn just to be super safe.
Yeah.
Yo,
He got us. He got us.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it matters because we can
Yeah.
come back with Landers, get the Intimidate, force him out once again. Just go for Earthquake. Like, we have enough sacks.
Yeah,
where,
a Sactran, Earthquake, Sock Manechik, Earthquake.
Yeah.
Wait, does Earthquake kill Storm? Yeah.
Yeah, he's offensive Starmie, so he's not taking an Earthquake. Especially if this is like Scarf Stone Edge, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. So I Toxic just cause, like, why the hell not? And then, I don't know, I can spam, like, something.
He can spam Taunt to, if he happens to have Recover.
Yeah, like.
Wait, why is Manechik the switch?
Cause I live on the hit, right?
Yeah, but,
yeah. So I just gotta kill here, and then, if he stays in Sack Starmie, then I can go, excuse me. I can go Landers after and kill the Terrakion. I mean, either way, it was 100% win. Like, I guess he could have crit me this way.
Yeah, I mean, he crits you, then Landers dies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know, that was a weird play at the end.
Yeah, I guess I could have played that last part better. This is what happens when you text and play Pokemon, kids.
When you what?
Text and play Pokemon.
Don't text in Pokemon.
Yeah, like, Ray's asking me to do some photoshopping stuff.
Whoa, are you a Photoshop master, dude?
Yeah, have you seen our thumbnails?
I think this kills.
Oh, is it really? Oh, damn.
Yeah, because close combat was resisted.
Okay, yeah.
I think you definitely.
I overestimated our bull.
Yeah, you definitely play the endgame incorrectly.
Yeah, if I just went Lando, then you turned, and then I got like double intimidated.
Well, yeah, you just go Lando, click Earthquake, it kills either Starmie or Terrakion.
Oh yeah, I guess Earthquake too. True.
Yeah, and he probably sacks Starmie, then he goes to Terrakion, then you just sack your Landorus, then you go to Manechik, get to Intimidate, and then you kill with T-Bolt.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was poorly played. Alright, we'll just get one more game and then we'll end this intro. So yeah, things not to do. Don't play like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Don't throw just cause.
Yeah, just cause you're feeling confident.
Okay, so Breloom is typically a lead with Focus Sash Spore. So generally you want to like break the Sash and Sleep Fly or something.
I mean, if he's leading with Breloom, like Ferrothorn's a good switch. I mean, good lead against Breloom.
Yeah, because of Rocky Helmet, and then you get spikes.
And and we're with Rocky Helmet and Iron Bars, Mach Punch isn't gonna be it's gonna be hurting him just as much as
Yeah. I don't see what else he would lead. His team is interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna layers. Or wait, hold up. I'm not getting layer spikes if I'm crazy.
Spikes does 0 damage to his
Yeah,
team.
I just like looked at his team again. And I was like, oh, that's not the play. So here I could either Gyro Ball or I could try to Leech Seed like the Gliscor or something.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed. But
I mean,
that's the risky play.
Yeah.
I don't want to be risky yet. Yeah, good thing I Gyro Ball.
Oh god.
When I said I was gonna Leech Seed, I thought like remember that one guy who had Focus Punch Ferrothorn or Breloom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Cause this could be
Oh,
taunt.
Rocky Helmet.
Wait, what?
Let's go.
What?
This guy's playing all the meta mons.
This guy's crazy. Um,
I mean, it's in range for a 2 KO by Stone Edge.
yeah.
But he might be the offensive set with like SD.
I'm guessing this is his defogger.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Because, I believe...
Yeah, he needs defog for Talonflame.
Well, I was also thinking that, you can't beat Poison Heal with defog, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, so it's definitely his defogger.
So it's, probably like defog, roost...
But like defog SD, the Tom Pass isn't like out of the question. You know?
Yeah, that's true. So, I'm afraid of going right to Starmie because he might knock off.
Do you want to just like Leech Seed?
Yeah, I think that's an okay play.
Oh, he got us.
Yeah, he is taunt after all.
Do you want to like get Landorus knocked off? His Scarf
Yeah,
doesn't
I
really
was...
outspeed anything that regular Landorus doesn't.
Well, it outspeeds Gyarados at +1, but...
Yeah, but you know, try not to let Gyarados set up. You know.
And we'll be a Ferrothorn for Gyarados too.
He might just go for a Roost here, or
Yeah,
you
that's
could
a...
stay in and Gyro Ball and force him to Roost and get a free switch.
Yeah, I was thinking he might do this. And then...
Do you wanna knock off?
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, just trade knockoffs.
Let's see what he does. He taunts. He thinks this is my rocker.
Yeah.
Alright, we haven't seen anything else from him. I guess there's no harm in knocking off again, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. I have no idea what this is right now. I'm like super scared.
He might just be like Defog plus Earthquake, and he can't even touch us.
That's a possibility.
Like we could stay in and just keep clicking knockoff until he goes to Gyarados or something. Yeah, I think the moment that he switched out kind of confirmed that he's
Defog Earthquake.
yeah.
Then Ferrothorn's my safest switch.
Yeah, definitely. You could take +1 crunches.
I'm gonna Power Whip because I don't want him to be sub.
Yeah, definitely.
And if he goes to Talonflame right now, we have Heatran, which is okay.
Oh, he's just going for game right here.
Well, now he dies to.
Jar Ball.
Well, I was thinking Rocky Helmet,
Yeah, true.
but is Lucy the best play? I think Lucy's the best play in case he switches out or something. Well, he went for. Oh.
Okay, should have been Jar Ball.
Yeah.
Alright, something dies on our team.
Nothing
or,
has to die.
I mean, you go Landers and then
Then go to Ferrothorn.
yeah, bait the waterfall and go back to Ferrothorn.
Or he can predict his adamant 200 speed nature Gyarados.
Got him. And this is why I would have Rocky Helmet, Iron Barb, Ferrothorn.
Exactly, because when you screw up, you can just do that. This thing if it's Scarf is like a little scary, but it's not too much of a threat.
Yeah, I mean, we have Heatran for Draco switch-ins, and then Terrakion for Dark Pulse. So if it's Scarf, like, we could definitely play around it.
So I'm just gonna sack Ferrothorn.
I mean, you can save it for one Rocky Helmet plus.
But then, like, I'm risking a 50-50 right now. Man.
Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if Talonflame gets too threatening, this can always be like a last-ditch 30%, you know?
Yeah, I got that. But I have, like, the risk of sacking one of my other Pokemon.
Yeah.
That close.
I mean, yeah, you can always stay in and just make this safe play.
He went for Dark Pulse. So, I can... He's Life Orb.
That's so much easier to deal with.
Yeah. Stone
Wanna
Edge.
calc Stone Edge?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Dude, you told me you did all the calcs.
Because if Stone Edge kills, we just click Stone Edge and 2 KOs whatever comes in.
Choice Band. Hydreigon. Stone Edge is 82 to 96. So that's a roll not in our favor. But I don't think he'll stay.
Oh, it's up to you.
Oh, that doesn't
Okay.
even matter. Well, now this one kills, so it was
Alright. Yeah, just pick up your kill here.
let's just not miss the Stone Edge.
Yeah. Let's just not miss the Stone Edge so we can pick up a kill.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we get up rocks, we'll be in a great position.
Do you think he's taunt down for him?
Do you want to sack Terrakion?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't do too much.
I mean, it beats like
Hydrate.
Hydreigon. But like, you have to click Stone Edge because we're Uniclus.
Yeah. Wait, if I go Heatran and he SDs, Toxic, Taunt, that's like not a good position.
Yeah, because he still kills something. Like
Mhm.
if he SDs. Like, yeah, his Talonflame will go down, but he still kills something. If he's taunt, he actually beats this 1v1.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice miss.
Yeah, that makes this kind of harder.
I mean, we have Landers plus Manectric as our Talonflame check, so I think if we get damage on Heatran, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay,
Do you want to just go for Star Fox?
I was thinking that. Nice, nice.
Good crit.
We lived 2 of those.
Yeah, if it didn't crit.
Yes, this is a great game. We're faster. Nice.
He's like slow.
It's like Adam.
Can you calculate HP ice kills?
Oh, I already went to Landers.
Yeah. I mean, I think the better play was if HP ice killed, you got a Manectric to get your Mega off, you know?
I can get my Mega off guaranteed anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but like having it gives you Intimidate on the switch, you know?
That's true.
Doesn't
Well-
this beat our whole team?
Does it be knockoff Lando? Oh, now it does. That's actually. Oh no. This beats our team.
This beats our whole team, dude. I think we... Alright, I think I made a mistake of suggesting sacking Heatran.
Heatran. Oh, we crit. That's cool. Just have to double crit.
Double crit.
Nice. Yeah, that wasn't good.
I mean,
thought, I was
Heatran-
not expecting acid armor.
yeah, me neither. But like, Heatran doesn't really beat this either.
Well, taunt matters.
Yeah, definitely taunt matters.
This is like the set Justin runs.
What?
Like, Justin loves this set.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, yes. It's
Mono attacking.
mono psychic move.
Yeah, it's like, it's so bad because like there's so many T-Tars running around.
Yeah. Dude, why aren't we running one of those?
I ran one of those, remember? The Calm Mind, HP Fire, Psyshock.
No, I meant T-Tar.
Oh, dude. I don't know, man. I just don't like T-Tar.
Why is this guy risking crit so much?
Seriously, right?
He could have killed us like 8 turns ago.
Yeah. Do you want to switch out and come back into Stone Edge? Because Stone Edge
Nope.
has higher...
Because he was in a critical hit range.
Because, I mean, Stone Edge has a higher crit ratio.
Oh, true. But it
So-
went in, I don't know, there's only 8 of them. I don't know why that guy risked all that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he gets for dodging every other one of our moves. I have to go main, right?
Don't have to. I mean,
Knockoff doesn't kill.
Yeah, it doesn't kill, but like it forces him to roost.
Doesn't he have to roost here anyway?
Alright, I guess it goes straight main then.
Yeah. And then if he does roost, you can't roost the next turn.
He got us. He got us.
Yeah, dude, that was definitely the play. Yeah, so I'm really happy I didn't lose to this guy.
I know, right? I did like straight up embarrassment.
Yeah, like I don't know, like all our like misses and stuff definitely hurt us throughout the game.
I mean, yeah, but like we definitely like still had a chance if we didn't play like as Darhichan.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't have sacked each other.
Yeah, I didn't think it was acid armor, so
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming either.
yeah.
Also, Arichan wouldn't have died if he didn't crit the Dark Pulse, and I probably would have like tried to save it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's our first episode of
Yeah, that
intro.
was like a great first episode on how to play Pokemon.
Things to note: don't text and play Pokemon.
Don't text to play Pokemon. Don't sack Heatran, because Heatran's always your win condition, no matter what.
Don't get greedy with boosts.
Yeah, definitely don't. Like, if you can, like, I guess getting to +6 defense was okay, but like after like +2 special attack and special defense, he didn't need to go any higher.
Yeah, I mean he could always like spam recover when he was in range of knockoff.
Yeah, that too. He stayed in that knockoff kill range.
Yeah, cause like knockoff did like 15%, so he could always roost on every other. I mean not roost, recover on every other knockoff, so that the crit knockoff would never kill.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, you know, it's Pokemon. Anything can happen. So you know, play
You
safe.
definitely
when-
want to try to find the 100% if you can.
Yeah, if there's a 100% chance of winning the game, just go for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so see you guys next time. On the next episode, we'll be bringing intro to.
What are we doing next time?
I don't know. What do you want to do next time?
Ubers?
No.
Dude, I'm so good at Uber.
You want to do intro to stall?
Stall? Yeah, we can try it.
Alright, we'll do intro to stall next time. So
Alright.
stay tuned.
Yeah, see you guys.
Peace. Bye.